gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
The man who police say walked into the Duncanville Fieldhouse Monday morning with a gun was a convicted felon. Police identified him as 42-year-old Brandon Keith Ned. They say he confronted an employee in the lobby, fired a shot, then fired a second shot into a classroom full of kids. He was killed after police exchanged gunfire with him in the gym.
Wow. And this could have been a Uvalde situation. I mean, it's getting wicked out here, y'all. Gotta watch your back. Scary to leave your kids anywhere. You see this woman frantically holding on to her daughter, rightfully so, because this super gremlin wants to go into a summer camp and shoot the thing up. Like, I don't get what's going on right now. It's a different day and age, y'all, for real. These super gremlins are on demon time.
To a classroom full of kids. He was killed after police exchanged gunfire with him in the gym, terrifying parents and children.
Detrimental, scary. I thought the worst. My daughter called me for me to pick her up because he was saying when someone was shooting.
The investigation now centers around why a felon who isn't supposed to have a firearm had a...
Oh, wow. So the gun laws didn't keep him from getting a gun? Interesting. I mean, this is a prime example, okay, of how these laws are essentially ineffective. You know, convicted felon, not supposed to have a gun. But it's so easy to get a gun. Like, I could cop a gun from my homeboy. I could cop a gun. Like, you can buy guns off anybody. And people are willing to sell it for the right price, especially if you want it that bad. But most of the time, you can get it for the low. Okay. You can get a little high point for like 175 and be out here. Okay. So I don't think the politicians really understand how this game goes. And if they did, they would know that the only way to solve this issue is stop releasing people early and stop like releasing violent felons who are terrorizing the city over and over again. It makes no sense.
a handgun and why he went into the field house full of children attending a summer camp.
We was like so scared, like what would happen.
According to court documents, Ned pled guilty in 2011 to intoxication manslaughter. His blood alcohol level was 0.126.
Dang. So he just straight drunk.
The affidavit states he knowingly operated a motor vehicle while intoxicated at a high rate of speed, causing a collision that killed the passenger in his car. He spent 2 years in prison and was released. Sources say
2 years. He caught a body drunk driving and he spent 2 years in prison. That's insane, y'all. And then he just escalate to shooting up a summer camp. What is this?
He possibly knew someone in the field house. It's the second time there has been a shooting at that same field house in the last several years. The former police chief says they've tried to enhance security.
We've had the active shooter training that's conducted by our police staff. We have surveillance cameras that we've installed. I personally did an security assessment of that facility back several years ago.
City leaders have commended the police department for responding so quickly to the scene and stopping the threat. But there are questions if more could have been done to prevent the gunman from getting that far into the field house.
I mean, what else could you have done? Seriously. What else could you have done to stop this than what the officers already did? Okay, they responded quickly, unlike in Uvalde, and they neutralized the super gremlin on demon time.
In Duncanville, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
It's gun shooting. Like, I was so scared right now.
8-year-old Trinia Somerville was one of the hundreds of students who was inside of the Duncanville field house when a man with a gun entered the building.
One of the counselors told me they broke the glass and came in.
That counselor and other coaches are being credited for saving the children on Monday morning.
Coach Pearson cared for these kids, and he kept every kid safe. He made sure he transported every kid here. He took them from the facility and brought them to safety.
And they talking about defunding the police, man. This is a prime example of how good guys with weapons always win against the bad guys with guns, man. It really is plain and simple. You know, we had a time period where we was just stomping on the police neck. They felt the pressure. I think it's time to give that up, y'all. Communita, it's about time to give it up. Because they felt the pressure. They was like, oh, okay, we can't just, just be shooting randomly, even though a lot of these shootings were justified. But now it's time to stop the handcuffing of the police. It's time to stop, like, doing all the crazy chanting and whatnot, burning stuff down. Because they doing a job, man, or at least they trying. And y'all already know these are different times. So a super villain in general just pops up damn near every day.
Duncanville police identify the shooter as 42-year-old Keith Brandon Ned. This is a mugshot of Ned from a 2011 arrest for intoxication manslaughter. Police say Ned walked into the main building and had a conversation with a staff member and managed to shoot into a classroom packed with children. Moments later, police say he ran to the gym where there were kids, and by that time, police shot and killed him.
Nice.
I spoke to a source with the Texas
She cold. God dang,
DPS who tells us right now investigators are talking to employees from the field house, making sure the story adds up. Right now, authorities don't have a motive. Along with the Duncanville Police Department and the Texas Rangers, the investigation continues.
And 24 hours later, at the Duncanville Rec Center down the road, many kids from yesterday showed up to camp here.
I wasn't supposed to be coming today because I didn't want to come because of what happened.
But Trinia is happy she did because officers were on hand cheering kids up.
Fill yourself with joy. The police officers like Duncanville, they'll help you no matter what.
You heard what that little girl said? And she's so cute. She said, they'll help you no matter what. Even if you saying defund the police, F the police, fry the pigs, they gonna help you no matter what. Okay? Y'all know how many lives they saved. Give it up for the police, man. Come on. One time. Can we do it one time?
She did because officers were on hand cheering kids up.
Fill yourself with joy. The police officers like Duncanville, they'll help you no matter what.
In Duncanville, I'm Melanie Basu.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting. And I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dogs. Let's get the out of here for these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live.
That ain't
with
me.
Funky ass
Yeah,
suit on.
that's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Another week in Texas.
Then we heard shooting, and then we got scared, and everybody started crying.
Another group of children dealing with an active shooter.
I was praying to God just so nothing will happen.
This time in Duncanville at the city's field house during summer camp. More than 200 kids ages 4 through 14 horrified after a man armed with a pistol entered through the front door and opened fire after he was met by a staff member.
Our dispatchers.
So he was armed with a pistol. You mean he didn't have an AR-15 and he could have committed a super deadly assault on kids without a rifle?
Advised that shots had been fired.
After a single shot, police say children and counselors sheltered in place. Little Autumn here hid in a men's bathroom with others.
They just told us to stay quiet.
Meanwhile, the gunman's still moving through the building. Police say he tried to enter a locked classroom and fired a shot into it when he couldn't get in.
There were children inside. Fortunately, no one was injured.
The man was eventually killed by officers in the gym during an exchange of gunfire. Parents and kids visibly emotional as they reunited after it all.
Sympathize with other people, but until you get a phone call or a message that is something similar happening to you, you really don't know.
Did she say similar? Look, spell similar in the chat for me, please. Spell it. But no, seriously, I mean, what she said was valid. You see this happening to other people, but then when it happens at your front doorstep, it hits different. And you're more appreciative of the police officers. You're more appreciative of the first responders. And you're just happy that your kid, did not become a victim of a super gremlin on demon time.
Sympathize with other people, but until you get a phone call or a message that is something similar happening to you, you really don't know.
The biggest unanswered question right now, motive. Why did this gunman go inside the field house? Did he know anybody there, any staff members? Did he know any children that were inside? Duncanville PD not telling us anything right now. All they would say is that they have not dealt with this suspect before.
Officials not releasing the name of the suspect yet either. Camp is canceled here until further notice. But something to note, the field house is city run, so no school resource officers or cops regularly guarding it. But will that change?
And so we consistently look at ways to enhance our security.
City officials taking a hard look in Duncanville. I'm Matt Howard.
We now know the gunman who opened fire at a Duncanville summer youth camp before being shot to death by police had a very lengthy criminal record. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
Hello, everybody.
Shocking.
I'm Heather Hayes. Police say he was 42-year-old Brandon Ned. This is a mugshot from a 2011 arrest. While no one was physically injured, yesterday's shootout at the Duncanville Fieldhouse left students and counselors emotional. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has more on Ned's background and also, Alex, how the camp organizers truly work to protect.
And let me ask you guys this in the chat if you're watching the premiere, and thank you guys who are watching the premiere. I'm on thin ice with YouTube, so I don't know how long I'll be here, man. But hopefully I'm here to stay. But I try and do my best to make these videos for you guys. But who heard about this? Okay, who heard about this story? If you're in the chat right now watching, did you hear about this story? It's like none of these stories even get highlighted, man. So if you want to see more stories like this, make sure you check out BGZM News 17, my other channel. No commentary, so you don't have to listen to me the whole time, but it's getting rough out here, y'all.
Those children.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Ned does have, as you mentioned, an extensive criminal history. It includes a conviction for intoxication manslaughter, which put him in prison for a brief moment in time. We also know that he was arrested and convicted of a felony drug charge. We still don't know the motive for the shooting this afternoon. I did have a chance to speak with the sister of the guy who runs this summer camp, as well as a witness who ran by to help. This is the man police say walked into the Duncanville field house Monday morning as summer camp was underway and started shooting. He's 42-year-old Brandon Ned, a convicted felon.
It just messed me up. It messed me up. And my heart go out to all the family to cheering that is safe and sound.
William Burse was washing his car nearby yesterday when he heard the gunshots. He ran over to see if he could help. Duncanville police officers were already on scene. He encountered two scared camp counselors.
My heart was beating so fast, the two young ladies, as they were standing, they thought I was had something in my hand, but unfortunately I didn't. I was trying to come to help and stuff.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute, y'all. But nah, looks like he came, jumped into action, was trying to do what he could, but the police were already on it, man. So shout out to them.
Ned, who investigators say was armed with a handgun, was shot and killed inside the gymnasium during an exchange of gunfire with responding Duncanville police officers. No one else was hurt.
The staff handled him very well, got him out safe on the bus and everything.
Ned is no stranger to law enforcement. This is his mugshot from a 2011 conviction for intoxication manslaughter. He was also convicted for cocaine possession. A motive for the shooting remains unclear, along with the question of how Ned obtained a handgun. According to Duncanville police, approximately 150 kids and staff were inside the field house at the time of the deadly encounter. Donna Pearson's brother runs the camp. Fox 4 highlighted his work as a coach back in 2016.
Got here, briefly spoke with him. He said that the kids were okay. They went into active protective mode.
She says Coach Pearson, as the kids call him, was relieved no one was hurt. The campers and counselors hid inside locked classrooms, which prevented Ned from getting inside. Detectives say Ned tried to access a classroom but couldn't. He shot through the door, but no one was hit by the bullet. Parents praising Coach Pearson's actions. His sister says he's a born leader who stayed calm under pressure.
Staff and kids were fine. They were securing the premises.
And the Texas Rangers are leading this investigation. The field house remains closed for the summer camp, but I can tell you today here at the rec center, we have seen several parents and kiddos coming in and out of there. I'm told that they're meeting with grief counselors.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So you already know what it is. It is time to break down the lies, the fallacies, the misconceptions, all that, okay? We have to break down this story that I actually broke. Well, I didn't necessarily break it, but I did break the story on BGZM News 17. So if you guys are not following BGZM News 17, you need to go do that, man. You really do. Okay. You have to go and check out my backup channel, BGZM News 17. We posted this story a day ago about Teckle Sundberg, and we are going to break down what actually happened because you have Black Lives Matter protesting out there. You have all of these different movements and these marches and people mourning the young man's death, which they have a right to mourn, but they don't have a right. Well, I guess they do have the right, but they shouldn't be defending the actions that led to his demise. Okay, we've had a lot of situations of self-deletion by police. Okay, this is a trend in the community. This is a trend in the community. A lot of brothers are going out and getting murked, okay, by the police on purpose. All right, we broke down the Jalen Walker situation where he was whipping in the car, and it was brought to my attention that he actually was pulled over on another high-speed chase earlier that day. And then he goes on another high-speed chase, shoots the gun out of the window, jumps out of a moving vehicle with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, and then the rest is history, okay? 60 bullets later, right? So this time we have Andrew Teckle Sundberg, who was, deleted by the police. And it was a self-deletion by police again. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it down. We are going to break down this whole situation front to back. The naysayers, the dissenters, and all the people who agree with him and his actions. So anyways, we're going to get into this video. Let's see. And this is coming straight from BGZM News 17. Why don't you guys go over there and subscribe to BGZM News 17 and hit that like button to get daily updated videos. I'm posting 3 times a day, trying to be 5 times a day, but right now it's 3 times a day on BGZM News 17. So let's get it.
Right now, we are learning more about a standoff in Minneapolis that ended with a man dead. State investigators revealed in the past hour that 2 Minneapolis police officers fired their rifles. Police were called to an apartment building on 21st Avenue South near Franklin last night after a mother who was home with her 2 children called 911 about a neighbor firing shots into their apartment.
So this nigga was firing shots into a woman's apartment with her kids in the apartment. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, somebody in the apartment complex should have put him down, to keep it a buck, to keep it greasy with you. Okay. So that already in and of itself is very sketch at best. And you have these people in the community who are out here protesting for this super gremlin on demon time. And it just makes, like I said back in the Dizzy, well, it wasn't back in the Dizzy, it was last week. But I said that, back in the day, we were actually protesting for our freedom, our rights, our sovereignty. And nowadays, we are protesting against these super gremlins on demon time. But in this situation, we're protesting for them. Okay. In Atlanta, I broke down a situation where the community was protesting in order to stop the violence. Okay. And it just didn't amount to anything. Okay. It didn't amount to anything. But in this situation, you're defending a man who was shooting into a woman's apartment. It just delegitimizes everything that we have worked for. In this situation, I would even go as far to say that they're making a mockery of the strategy, which is protesting against tyranny. But in this case, this was justice, man. Just from hearing straight up you shooting in somebody's apartment, you got to go. You got to go.
The family, along with others in the building, were evacuated during a 6-hour standoff. Kate Raditz has more, including a video from a witness.
A 6-hour standoff between a man believed to be in his 20s and Minneapolis police ends with gunshots and a man dead.
I want to be very clear. This is not the outcome we had hoped for or desired.
A spokesperson for MPD said that as officers arrived to the building's 3rd floor, they heard shots and saw exploding debris from the walls. A viewer sent us video of some of the incident. WCCO has edited this video to remove some of the sounds. The video shows a man hanging out of the window. We have blurred his image until his identity is confirmed.
Dog. This nigga was on 10. Who the fuck did he think he was? James Bond? Hanging out the window? Like, what the hell are you doing? And this is what y'all protesting for? Nah. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, community. You cannot be, I mean, this dude is straight out the window. Niggas got him on camera doing this goofy shit. This man thought he was Daredevil in this bitch. Like, this is scary. This is a scary sight. One of these super gremlins standing on the ledge of a window, about to jump, with a stick in his hand, sagging his pants.
Minutes later, you see him break the glass.
Wow.
He breaks glass again, and then there are 2 gunshots. Almost 2 minutes later,
Oh, hell
officers
no.
go up the stairs as EMS arrives.
The cops were here 6 hours. So what was going to be another 6 hours? This young man had a family. He had
Wow. She did not. The cops were here 6 hours. So what's another 6 hours? Wait. That's what she meant. Wait another 6 hours. Wait till he calms down with a gun. Nah, but the way y'all shitting on the Uvalde officers, which they handled it wrong. And I'm going to have to break that down, guys. It's just so much going on, but I'm going to have to break that down. They absolutely dropped the ball. Okay. In that situation. You know, they was on some scared shit. Niggas was on their phone in the hallway. It was a mess. And she is saying wait longer. Obviously, she looks like she's butch. She looked like she dyking. So we have a leftist here, okay? Obviously. And I bet she wouldn't be saying that if them shots was coming into her apartment. Let's go.
We're here 6 hours. So what was going to be another 6 hours? This young man had a family. He had friends.
Look, I'm going to just keep it a buck. When you are shooting into somebody else's apartment, you yourself said, fuck everything, fuck my life, fuck everything. I'm taking somebody out and I'm going out too. That anything once you commit that certain action, you're done. Nobody's taking you seriously anymore. We don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. I don't give a fuck if he had mental issues or not. His parents should have kept his ass, in a straitjacket. Whatever the fuck they had to do, because they knew he was a ticking time bomb. So I don't give at this point, you don't give a fuck about his family. And his family probably knew some shit was going to go down. Now, that doesn't make it that doesn't mean that it ain't going to hurt the same for the family. And you can feel bad for the family. But I mean, honestly, I don't feel bad for this nigga, bro. It sucks because I know you could really have crazy niggas in your family who will do some wild shit. I already know how that is. So, but at a certain point, you mentally kind of withdraw anyway from that type of energy. Because this person is hurting me. This person has already hurt me. So I'm going to have to pull back. because they're hurting themselves at a faster rate that I can help them.
Parents, he had people that cared about him.
MPD says several attempts were made to get the man out of the apartment through overnight negotiations. They brought in the man's parents, who tried talking to him using phone calls, voicemails, and video messages. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry said on Twitter Thursday, "This is not the outcome anyone wanted."
And they contacted him, phone calls, video messages, voice messages. It didn't fucking work. Apparently, the voices in his head were a lot stronger.
Any loss of life is tragic, and my deepest condolences go out to the family of the individual involved. Kate Raditz, WCCO 4 News.
Police say the man was taken to the hospital where he died. He is believed to have been in his 20s.
All right, guys, we're going to fast forward, but I might have to I got to take a brief intermission because my rug is outside on the deck and it looks like it's about to rain. So I'm going to have to get that rug before it rains. So give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see what I can play in the meantime. Oh, there we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people.
Tell them.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen, y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody believe God with him. Hey! We don't just preach condemnation. We preach reconciliation. Hallelujah! God, help him, Lord. Help him, Lord. Help him. I wish I had some shown up believers that'll come down here and dance with him and tell him you can do it in the name of Jesus. Hey! That's right. Hey! When I tell you, I want you to run down towards that camera and tell them I got a brand new life. Run right now. Run. Because it's in front of you. Glory to God. Somebody shout better.
And we are back. We're back in this bitch. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I mean, obviously, bro was wilding.
It's here at 6. New video from neighbors giving us a glimpse into what led up to a deadly police shooting overnight in Minneapolis.
This unfolded after a 6-hour standoff at an apartment that all started around 9:30 last night. Fox 9's Mary McGuire live for us near the scene. So, Mary, what are these neighbors saying?
Well, it's been more than 20 hours since authorities were initially called to this scene in the Seward neighborhood of Minneapolis, and residents are still not being allowed back into the apartment building where this all happened. You can see investigators with the BCA are still here collecting evidence. Behind me, there is the window on the third floor that neighbors say a man was sticking out of before he was shot and killed.
What a dumbass.
We can have a conversation with you.
Video of
You hear them. They're so nice. The police are so fucking nice, bro. We can have a conversation with you. The nigga is hanging outside, like standing outside the window. Like, dog, this nigga is suicidal, homicidal, all of the idols.
Obtained by Fox 9 shows the moments leading up to a deadly police shooting in Minneapolis. In it, you can see a man hanging out of a third-floor window as police try and negotiate with him.
The police keep coming, keep coming.
Residents in the Seward neighborhood of Minneapolis are still shaken.
I don't feel safe walking to school, and I don't feel safe in my own neighborhood.
Why? Is that because of the police? Gotcha. You know what I mean? No, I mean, seriously, though. Why don't you feel safe? Because you got nut jobs like this. Let's keep it a buck. They're out here and they're multiplying. They are outside when that's what outside even means. Being around niggas like that.
Police were initially called to the building on the 900 block of 21st Avenue South around 9:30 on Wednesday night after a woman called 911 saying a man was shooting into her apartment.
As officers arrived on the third floor, they heard additional shots. Officers also saw debris exploding from walls as more shots were fired. Officers called for backup and worked to rescue the mother and her 2 children out of the building to safety.
Over the course of 6 hours, police say they tried to negotiate with him using a variety of tactics.
These negotiation attempts included identifying and calling the man's phone.
They called him. They called him, y'all. They got his number. They said, "Ooh, can I get your number?" Called the man. Maybe he didn't answer. Maybe they had a brief discussion. Hang up. Bow. Still on that crazy nut shit. They gave him every chance, every warning. Yo, my dog. I mean, how did that call go? Yo, you know, what's good, my dog? Like, you know, it's a sticky situation, but you can still come back from it. You know, they letting niggas out for anything. Yeah, you shot into a woman's apartment, but hey, you didn't kill anybody, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, at this rate, you'll be back home in 24 hours, depending on how quickly you can post bond. So, why don't you come on down, man?
Bringing his parents to the scene, providing communications from his parents in the form of phone calls, voicemails, and video messages.
Damn. So his parents, they got his parents on the phone trying to talk him down. I don't know if this nigga was high. Maybe he did some drugs. Or maybe he was literally a nut job.
And officers also attempted numerous times using loudspeakers to instruct the male to exit the apartment with his hands up.
Early Thursday morning, officers fired at the man, who was rushed to the hospital where he died. Authorities haven't said exactly what prompted police to shoot. Now, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, we have learned, is in Washington, D.C. right now, but he did issue a statement about this incident. He shared his condolences with the family of the man who was shot, saying that this is not the outcome that anyone wanted. He also expressed his gratitude to MPD officers and crisis negotiators who worked with his family members throughout the night. Reporting live, Mary McGuire, Fox 9.
All right, so y'all saw what was going on. So you have a little background story. Now let's go to Twitter, okay? Let's go to Twitter. Okay, because they're exposing, bruh. They are exposing him. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so they're on his ass on Twitter as usual, but you know, you don't really have any people who are riding with him on Twitter that are like, I guess, on the main page. They saying he was a sick motherfucker. Let's see. Some of this is just like irrelevant shit. Obviously, we got the video of the woman who was spazzing, okay, about this dude. But this guy says he was a POS. Somebody said this ain't no George Floyd carnival. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know where the fuck they getting these from. But as you can see on Twitter, they were definitely flaming him, which rightfully so. Dude was nutso. Okay. He was out of his mind. I don't know what the fuck was going on with this dude, bro. But we have more. We have more on the story. I'm gonna show you how these folks is cutting the damn fool. But let's see. I did wanna. Here we go. They literally had a 2-hour live stream standoff. Oh my god. I mean, come on. They sat out there for 6 hours and had enough time to start a damn live stream. They were like, you know what? This is going to end badly, so we need to get everything on film so we can CYA, which is cover our ass. Okay. So there that nigga go. What the fuck is he even saying? He talking about some die. Go ahead and shoot. This is another thing. I'm convinced, bro. Niggas don't know how to listen to directions. Niggas don't know how to listen to directions. Those were straight up and down. Pick up the phone. We can talk this out. Doesn't have to get any worse. Nobody has to get hurt. I mean, they don't know how to follow directions. And you can see this in the schools. You see this on every level. They don't know how to wear pants. They don't read the directions on how to wear your pants, how to put on a belt. I mean, it's bad, y'all. It's bad, man. He was doing the most. 2 whole hours. Let's see.
I don't know why. So just bear with me.
Yes,
looks like they're throwing out a drone.
A drone.
A drone right there.
Oh, they got crypto on here.
Oh shit. That's wild. They pulled up the drone on his ass, y'all. And they still protesting. They're still out here protesting. And then the people that they interviewed just sound so fucking stupid. They pulled a drone up on his ass, gave him so many chances. Wow, they just chilling at this point.
What flavor of Doritos?
See if we can find some type of activity.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna go to sleep.
The description kind of like describes the guy. Alto, flaco, moreno, y con pelo largo. ¿No es moreno? ¿O qué es?
He's white, I believe.
No. They had it. So they had, they had an Amber Alert. That is a very key. That is a very key point right there. They had an Amber Alert, gave a description, but to me, it sounds like they didn't put a race because these are some burrito brothers, and they said moreno, which means black or brown. Basically, it means brown, but it's really for black people. Okay, moreno. All right. So they had a description, an Amber Alert, but they didn't put the race. They said male hanging out window with rifle type shit. That's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. You're putting people in danger. You're putting people in danger by not giving a real description. Like, they didn't even know. Like, the person in the video, he's straight up filming the nigga hanging out the window, and he's like, oh, I think he's white. What? Did you not see this nigga? I could tell he's black from, for one, the way he wasn't following directions straight up. And for two, just the way that he was moving, like you could tell he was on some nigga shit.
Someone commented that he had like Ethiopian.
Ethiopian.
Bro, you had half, bro.
Bro, but I'm in a live, bro.
Evan, you got another one? Is that an extension cord?
Andrew Teckle Sundberg. Yeah, that's his whole name. He has 3 Sundberg relatives to that Facebook.
Oh, they on his Facebook. Let's see.
No way. Think he not.
Hold on, what them niggas said?
We're not even munching, dog. What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess they was on live. Anyways, we're gonna move on from the live stream and just kind of show you some the communitas sentiment, which, oh god, it's insane, bro. The insanity. So you saw what type of bullshit he was on. Let's get it.
Hundreds gather seeking answers after a Minneapolis man was shot and killed by police following a 6-hour
Guys, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Trap, hit the PayPal. You already know what it is.
Standoff this week. Andrew Teckle Sundberg's family, friends, and members of the community are calling for transparency about what happened. As Devon Raming reports, there's also one resident who lived in the building.
Transparency? We just saw a 2-hour live stream of it, of what happened. You mean to tell me they didn't know that their kid was fucking sick in the head? Come on. Or at least he was on some bullshit.
Building with Sundberg, who wants her concerns heard as well.
We're just here to respect life, demand justice.
He got his justice. Look at this egghead nigga right here with the bullhorn. This is a beta male, guys. This is absolutely a beta male.
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta! Ramar, are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head? Beta!
I am no. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Oh, because I tell you why.
Beta!
And my stepmom thought I was getting an attitude, and she got really mad that I said that to her. And so not even like 2 minutes later, my dad called me.
Beta!
I told my dad.
Oh, poor daddy feelings hurt.
Poor.
Beta!
Don't you think I'm a beta? Don't you think I'm a beta? Don't you think I'm a beta?
Manhood hour.
Okay. This nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, we're here to respect life and demand justice. The justice was served. And let his family respect his life, because you didn't know a damn thing about this nigga. You seen this nigga in your apartment 1 or 2 times and said, what's up? Fuck out of here.
What started as an afternoon rally with demands for justice and calls for the body cam footage to be released in the police shooting death of Andrew Teckle Sundberg quickly boiled over into anger and frustration when 24-year-old Arabella Yarbrough showed up.
For 3 years I lived here, and none of you guys knocked on that man's door to see if he was okay.
So she's irate out this bitch because he was shooting into her apartment with her kids, and these niggas out here protesting for her. And honestly, you could tell she's woke. Yep, she's woke. She's woke, but maybe she's woken up now. Shout out to DH with the $2 Cash App. He says, let's see. He says, DH sent you $2 for it's embarrassing. I'm tired of these niggas. Yes, it is embarrassing, brother. I am tired of these niggas as well.
Oh, say like
Like, dude, let's keep it a bean sack. They're really out here protesting. And honestly, she was woke. You could tell she was woke. And she definitely mentions George Floyd in the situation, which she was wrong about the George Floyd situation because he was in the wrong too. He was acting a damn fool too, trying to use that fake ass 20. Nigga, fuck out of here. High as hell, trying to use a fake ass 20, and he overdosed. The only thing that made it so dramatic was that buddy Officer Chauvin was pressed up on him, which that is a common police maneuver to subdue a niggas, and that was a big nigga, okay? Now, was it kind of fucked up, like the visuals and all that shit? Yeah, it looked crazy. But at the same time, the man was wilding, all right? But this is not that. This is not a George Floyd situation at all, even though George Floyd was also in the wrong as well, okay? And the life that he led to his demise. But she's pissed, but she was woke. She voted for this shit too. She voted for this shit. You could tell she voted for it. Her red hair is a telltale. Her tattoos are the telltale. Her piercings are telltales that she voted for this shit. She voted for this shit. Okay? And now she is really starting to feel the pressure, but she won't put two and two together unless she's really on the internet, you know, searching for content that doesn't agree with Andrew Teckle Sundberg and agrees with the officers, meaning that it was a justified shooting, that they put the little nigga down. Okay. Right. So that's the reality of the situation. She probably won't ever put two and two together, but her feelings are hurt in this situation, but she still won't put it together that the politics is what created the environment. Okay, let's get it.
Not at all. He played loud music every day.
This is one of the reasons why I moved out of the apartments. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't guilty of playing loud music as well. But when my neighbors came over and respectfully said, hey, man, it's 12 a.m. Can we turn it down? I would get, because, you know, I got speakers. I got a whole system. I got a soundboard. If you guys can't see, I'll try and move it in the frame. But nah, it's not coming. But I got a soundboard. I mean, my setup is pretty nice. Okay, it's decent. It's decent. But it can get pretty loud in here. Like if I turn this shit up, it can get pretty loud. Okay. But I would say, yeah, you know, I'll turn it down. My bad. Hey, matter of fact, here's my number. Before you call the cops, call me. That's what I always say. Before you call the cops, call me. Respectfully. I had a guy, I had a neighbor in one of my old apartments, and he used to play the trumpet. He used to like every fucking morning. 10 a.m. on the dot. And I would wake up, but I wouldn't say nothing because, you know, I like the live music. Especially when he fucked up. I used to be in the band. So I used to like when like the especially the trombones or the tubas would like fuck up. Like they would play a wrong note. Like they'll be on some real shit like on some real jazzy shit. And then they'll, you know, that used to always make me laugh, you know. And then we would like in the band, we would do it on purpose. I mean, it's kind of like some band geek shit, but in the band, we would like fuck up on purpose, like everybody together at once. I don't know, to like get the band director mad. You know, I miss band. I actually have a saxophone. Where is that? Yeah, I got a saxophone back there. So maybe one day I'll play you guys something channel my New Orleans. Once New Orleans gets a hold on their per capita murder rate, maybe I'll play you guys a tune on the sax, you know.
What is mindset?
Yarbrough says she's the woman who initially called police stating Teckle was shooting into her apartment with her 2 kids inside Wednesday night. Pictures of bullet holes from inside her.
Woo! Look what this man did to this woman and her kids. How do you think her kids felt?
Apartment capturing the damage.
It's sorry he lost his life, but he has 6 hours to choose that. I had 2 to 5 minutes to choose life or death.
Woo! Okay. You heard her. Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Life,
The bullet holes from inside her apartment capturing the damage.
it's sorry he lost his life, but he has 6 hours to choose that. I had 2 to 5 minutes to choose life or death.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to Cyrus Cherry with the $5 super trap. He says, driving through ATL now, heading to Alabama. I'm just wondering, have you been recognized by anyone in the community or feel threatened? Stay safe.
Oh, say less.
Yeah, I mean, people know me. People recognize me all the time. You know, I don't feel threatened. I mean, niggas done said some weird shit in the comment section, but I ain't getting no fucking, oh, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. I ain't getting all those types of death threats, you know. Eminem on the I forgot what it was, a song that he featured on with 50 Cent. He was like, what you know about death threats? Because I get a lot. I don't get a lot of death threats, obviously. But what I was saying is that's a bar that I had resonated with, just because when I did start doing this channel and I saw like my first death threat, which it wasn't really a serious threat. It was some oh, pull up here and I'll show you what a super gremlin really is type shit. But honestly, nobody watches my channel, so no, I'm not worried.
Yarbrough says she had a few run-ins with Teckle and thought their differences were settled.
When someone is stalking you, threatening you, I left it alone. I could have called the police and reported it, but then I would have put a black innocent man in jail because of mental illness. And ain't no
Wow. So she was almost woke to her demise. She didn't want to call the police, and this is the mindset. She didn't want to call the police because she thought that she was putting a black innocent man in jeopardy in jail, all because of mental illness. Shit, he wasn't too mentally ill to play that damn music every fucking day, was he? Turn that damn stereo on same day or same time every day. He wasn't too mentally ill to do that shit, was he?
when someone is stalking you, threatening you, I left it alone. I could have called the police and reported it, but then I would have put a black innocent man in jail because of mental illness, and ain't no telling what would have happened.
What, bitch? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If my neighbor is going OD, I'm definitely calling the cops. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what color you are. And this is what I told you. Like, the community is not safe because the neighbors, I'm not gonna say they don't care about each other, but they are very apathetic, you know, and not to the individual, but just to their living situation in general. It's almost like they accept the dysfunction because they're giving him an excuse, because he's black. But I guarantee if he was white, they would have, he white supremacist, white nationalist, he's doing this, he's doing that, come get him. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. If he's a danger to the complex, get him the fuck out of there.
So I left it alone.
The trauma of this event now weighing heavily on members of the community.
His family took everything that they could and did everything that they could to help him.
Too bad. They failed. They should have put that nigga in a straitjacket. Straight up. They should have put that nigga in a straitjacket. If they knew he was that nutso, family did everything they could. Yeah. You fail. Okay. Sometimes you got to chalk some of your family members up to the game. Niggas don't want to talk about that. If I know I got a cousin, if I know I got a family member who is living a lifestyle that is going to end badly, Got to chalk it up to the game. That don't mean you don't get that bag quietly if it turns out to a situation like this. Okay? But all in all, they're gonna drum up the community support, which they all oftentimes do, and nobody's gonna get the facts. Nobody's even gonna get the 2-hour live stream and know that it was a justified shooting.
He has so many brothers and sisters that love him.
And his parents, who say they adopted him when he was 4 years old.
And when you got family members who are, you know, off the wall and shit, hey, sometimes you might have to put out a life insurance policy on them and hey, chalk it up to the game. They need to contribute to the family name some way. And that is a sad reality. When you know you got a gangsta ass cousin and he is on crash out, he's on I wish a nigga would time. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you making all this dope money. Make me the beneficiary to your life insurance. Put 15 on it a month. You doing this, you doing that, you making moves here, you making moves there, you still young. I mean, you think that these sisters, the most educated group of people in the world, right? The sisters are the most educated. You think that they would have had these life insurance policies on these niggas, but they going to the government and suing the police when they justifiably take out one of these super gremlins on demon time.
She had the courage to come down here and speak her mind, and she has every right to do that.
Technically, is an imperfect human, as we're all.
An imperfect human. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dog. An imperfect human. That's the best of the worst that you could think of. Nigga was a piece of shit. Let's keep it a buck. He's shooting. I don't give a fuck. If that was my sister, that was my auntie, if that was my mama, I would have pulled up personally and clapped that nigga straight up. And any of these niggas in the chat who are real street niggas, real hood niggas, all this shit, y'all would have pulled up. Because y'all do it all the time. I'm going to call my brother. I'm going to call my uncle. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call this. I'm going to call that. And then y'all pulling up and spraying on a nigga where you have no idea what happened in that situation. But you pull up, you mad because your sister done told you that this nigga did this to her. And then he's there and he's already mad because your sister been blabbing and she done started the altercation. And then you end up dead. With no life insurance policy taken out on you. No beneficiaries. Right? And then, oh, now we chalk that one up to the game, but we don't chalk this up to the game. So what the fuck is the game? What is the game? Because in my opinion, you chalk this one up to the game because if she had a man who, you know, was down for her, that would have been the first person that, you know, she should have called. And he would have came and slid. And then we would have chalked that up to the game, like shit. He shouldn't have been shooting in that nigga at that nigga girl. And you thought that nigga, we would be if that woman had a man, especially if he was a black man, and then they were shooting into her apartment, and then he pulled back up and slid, we'd be like, oh, this like Dirk in India. This like Dirk in India. This nigga a real nigga. He said ain't nobody fucking with my bitch. He pulled back up and slid on that nigga. But since it was the police, now, oh, he's an imperfect human. Da-da-da-da-da. He had mental illness. Nah. Keep that same energy.
She had the courage to come down here and speak her mind, and she has every right to do that.
Technically, is an imperfect human, as we're all imperfect humans. And
what the hell is? I guess these are the foster parents. White folks can't even raise these niggas. If these are his foster parents, because you got the sister with the hand on the shoulder, it looks like this is family, or she just be a random sister. I don't know.
did not deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop. He deserved to be able to address this with her.
He deserved to be able to address this with her? That was a woman who said that, y'all. So after he shot up in her apartment, he should have had a conversation with her like, look, I was having a bad day. I know I almost shot you and your kids, but, you know, I'm mentally ill. That was a woman. And these women are out here telling us to protect women. These women don't know what the fuck they want. He should have been able to address that with her. If a nigga shot at me or my girl, you the ops now. It's over. You're done. We ain't no fucking talking. You shot at me, you're the ops. This ain't no Wu-Tang Clan shit where I do a drive-by on your crib and then we see each other in the studio and now we making music together. Fuck no. This is real life. You are the ops. You don't know, eh? You're an enemy. There is no conversation to have. You shot into my apartment with my kids. So yeah, if the police didn't pick you off like an animal, we was gonna call Pookie and Ray Ray and have them pick you off like an animal. Straight up.
Not deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop. He deserved to be able to address this with her.
And she said rooftop. I hate when people pronounce roof rough like rough. Anyways.
A lot of high emotions there. Now, the BCA is leading this investigation.
Oh, my God. This nigga's lisp is crazy. The BCA is leading this investigation. Goddamn.
And they're asking for videos and pictures people may have from the night of the shooting. And Minneapolis police say they are processing hundreds of hours of body camera footage and have plans to release that footage to the family first before releasing it to the public. Chris?
Still no word, though, on why those officers shot and if he was armed or not when
they
shot him, correct?
That is correct. We're still waiting on that.
All right. Thanks, Yvonne.
Wow. And they're trying to, well, did he have the gun in his hand when he did get shot? Bruh, nigga was shooting into somebody's apartment. They should have pulled up guns blazing when they pulled up guns blazing at that point. Like, you're a fucking threat. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. And these people are in the streets protesting for this motherfucker. We are lost as a community, and the glider liberals, the glider leftists, because people hate when I say liberals, they want me to say leftists. So the glider leftists, they have enabled the community to become a monster. Oh my God. If you're out here defending this shit, there's no hope for us, man. If this is what we gonna stand on, if the parents dropped, if those were like if he was adopted and the white parents were like the ones who raised him, they dropped the motherfucking ball. Straight up.
Today, as family and supporters gathered outside the apartment where Minneapolis police shot and killed a man Thursday morning. As Kirsten Mitchell reports, demonstrators demanding answers about Teckle Sundberg's death were confronted by a neighbor who shared her own experience that night.
People have been stopping by a memorial outside of the apartment building, and just above a shattered and boarded up window is a reminder of a terrifying night for neighbors.
This is not okay. Just go home.
A heated
She said, get the fuck out of here. Go home. And that's how most of that's how we felt in 2020 when it came to the George Floyd protests. I'm still seeing bitches out here protesting Roe v. Wade. That's how I want to be. Go home! Like, this shit is fucking retarded, bro.
Confrontation interrupted the start of a march in honor of Teckle Sundberg. Arabella Yarborough was Teckle.
Oh my God. And you hear this nigga, and we definitely hear you, but black men are being killed in the street, and we need to take every opportunity to protest that black men are being killed in the street. Well, who are they being killed by? The police. No, that's where you're wrong. You have a grown man arguing with this woman. These black men are, looks like 30s to 40s. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that my generation, Gen Z, is not getting any better. We're more woke than ever. And these niggas rocking with a toolie. So they're woke and they're strap-a-lap. So if this was a young nigga, he probably would have domed her right there, honestly.
Was Teckle's neighbor. She called 911 Wednesday night after she says bullets flew through her apartment unit.
The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids.
A 6-hour-long standoff.
They don't care, honey. They don't care.
Followed until 2 Minneapolis police snipers shot and killed Sundberg. His parents, Cindy and Mark, spoke out after the tense interaction.
I wish I could wrap my arms around her and tell her I am so sorry. I am so sorry she had to experience that.
They dropped the ball. And they're lucky that he didn't kill them, honestly. A lot of animosity. I wonder, I seriously wonder how that house was growing up. And honestly, they seem like very nice people, but they dropped the ball. A parent who spares the rod does not love their child. Y'all should have been spanking that little nigga. Come on. Disciplining him. Something. It can't just, it's just mental illness. Hell nah, bro. There ain't no way all these niggas are mentally ill. Every nigga who gets shot by the police is mentally ill now.
I am so sorry for her pain.
His family thinks he was going through a mental health crisis at the time.
Or he could have been on acid. How about that? Or he could have been on some other drug. Could have been on some heroin, some meth. I don't fucking know. He could have been geeked up.
Human as we're all imperfect humans, and he did not.
That imperfect human shit is killing me.
I deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop.
Adopted when he was 4 years old, those who knew Teckle remembered him for his love of art, photography, and his cat.
But this is why we say that mental health needs to be addressed.
Oh my God. And here we go. This is like the prototype. This is like the prototype of the sisters who are leading this movement, bro. And this is the prototype of like the glider liberals. This bitch got a shirt on talking about some police to police. How about y'all police these unruly, crazy ass niggas out here? And this nigga got a George Floyd hat with the time that the knee was on his back. I mean, these people. Oh, man. Look. Then they got the condom on the mic. They got a condom on the mic. They got a condom on the mic, so you know she can't speak raw with it like your boy Jenquavius.
And this is why we don't need the police showing up for these type of situations.
Wow. They don't want the police to show. Okay. Okay, sis. Well, you just pull up. Maybe you could offer him some head or some pussy and maybe he'll stop. I don't know what's going to work. But obviously he was shooting at a woman, so I don't think your feminine touch was going to work. They want a violence interrupter, an unarmed violence interrupter to go in there and handle that situation. Yeah, be my guest. Go ahead and we'll see how many bodies is laid in the front of that damn apartment complex. These sisters are absolutely done for. Their ideologies are all off. And they are trying to tell us that these are the women that we're supposed to be dating, bro. It's crazy.
Any black man who is with a woman who's not an African herself is going to have a difficult time getting respect from me. I believe black men need to be with black women. The black family is under attack. Only 1 out of every 4 black women gets married. The black woman is last likely to get married. She's the last married, the first divorced. We have what? 2/3 of our children being raised by working class and impoverished single black female-led households. The destruction of a nation begins in the home of its families. And if we want to save black people, we have to save the black family. And in order to do that, black men have to commit themselves to black women.
How much you want to bet that she called the police on her baby daddy when he ain't pay child support?
The family's attorney, Jeff Storms, says they still have little information about what prompted police to shoot. They're also asking for body camera footage to be released to the family first and questioning how police handled the negotiations.
Why wouldn't you let his mom and dad de-escalate the situation?
They did. You dumbass bitch. I'm gonna get greasy on this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck no more. YouTube finna deplatform me anyway. I don't give a fuck. They did. You imbecile. You stupid ass bitch holding the mic like a dick, which we know that's all you have on your mind. They had his parents call him. He was sending them the voicemail. He didn't want to talk to nobody. You think that nigga really felt like they were his parents? Come on. You think that nigga really felt like those were his parents? Do you think, let me ask you that. You think he respected them? Huh? Like, are you serious? Let his parents, they tried 6 hours. They calling him, texting him, sending them FaceTimes, video voicemails, all types of shit. Bitch just pulled up. Oh, what happened? Black man killed by police? Okay, give me the mic. This is how these hoes prepare. I mean, damn. They just pull up. Oh, what happened? Give me the spark notes. Okay, give me the mic. Give me the put the condom on the mic. Okay, put the condom on the mic. All right, let's go. Bitches don't even, I mean, and they're the most educated. The most educated.
With at least a megaphone to show them that they were here.
Bruh, they did have the fucking megaphone. You didn't hear that, nigga? Should we go back to the live stream? Let's go back. Matter of fact, I think I got a YouTube of the live stream, which would be a lot easier than... Guys, this is blood boiling. This is blood boiling. The YouTube video got 92,000 views. Thank God we have some rational people, some sane people in the comments section. Let's read some of the comments before we get into this. I can't believe people are protesting for this guy and demanding answers. He could have killed his neighbor and her 2 small children. What about them? They're the real victims in this. Absolutely. Shout out to Cass, whatever the fuck. Facts, the police did the right thing. Yep. This clown, his own fate. Nobody else's fault but his. Yep. Some people do not deserve to stay on earth. Yep. We had hours to choose. Shooting into a young lady's apartment with children present is just wrong. He was also stalking her. Just glad all the officers are okay. So now, and these women are so fucking, you know, respectfully, but they're dumb as fuck because they're out here talking about, oh, women's rights, women. I'm so scared to walk alone at night and all this bullshit. And then when a woman is actually getting shot at and her kids getting shot at, you're like, no justice, no peace, no racist police, no justice, no peace. Like, come on. These bitches is retarded. Like, pick a side. You can't have both. Do you want to feel safe or not? Do you want to feel safe or not? Because feeling safe and being safe are 2 totally different things. I don't feel safe walking outside, but I'm going to the club butt naked at 3 a.m. Thought you didn't feel safe. But you only feel safe in certain scenarios. Is that what it is? I wonder how these women would have felt if they were in that apartment and they're out here protesting. I mean, there is no such thing as the female empowerment. Like, come on. So at least the comments were not totally insane.
Let me see.
Let's see. I mean, they were talking to this nigga for the longest, bro. They're still waiting. They're calling him. Sent the drone. They did everything they could, man. Look, megaphone. What was that bitch talking about? The megaphone? Why did they get him on the megaphone? To let them know they were there. Get your ass up, bitch. Had the megaphone right there. Pick up the phone. Look, they got the drone out on that nigga, bruh. They got the drone out on him, bro. Dude. Why didn't they put them on the megaphone to let them? This nigga wouldn't pick up the phone. And it's just like crazy because bitches will have ideas after a nigga's dead. Well, you should have did it. You wasn't finna do shit. You wasn't finna do a damn thing. Wow. But they did what the hell they could. So obviously that sister automatically was debunked. Like I said, she pulled up and said, "What happened? A nigga got shot by the police?" I bet. Like, oh my God, dog. You can't be serious. And they're so emotional too. Like they oh my God.
The negotiations.
Why wouldn't you let his mom and dad de-escalate the situation with at least a megaphone to show them that?
Dog, you why are you squeezing the mic so hard?
They were here.
The one thing I would like to point out is, you know, a group of civilians did just de-escalate the situation. So let's think about what else could have been done to.
And I'm gonna tell you what, right now it's very dangerous to seriously, it's dangerous to argue with a sister. This could have ended badly. I wouldn't have been surprised if this woman would have put hands and feet on this woman. It's very dangerous to argue with some of these sisters, bro. Seriously.
Let's think about what else could have been done to de-escalate the situation on July 14th.
In Minneapolis, Kirsten Mitchell, WCCO 4 News.
So you guys see what's going on. The community is, oh man, I mean, we are something else, bro. We are something else. The fact that you can be out here and protest for this nigga. This nigga is like, he's worst of the worst on some shit. Let's keep it a buck, okay? He really is, okay? Shot up the damn apartment. Almost killed the woman. She out here at the protest telling these niggas to go home, and they're still protesting after hearing the full story. Yo, we are something else, y'all. Asking for justice. Oh, we want transparency and we want justice. You got your transparency. The woman pulled up who was the victim.
There's bullet. There was casings in the hallway. The shot went through my door to the pillars in the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids.
Oh shit! Somebody say he's dead now, so that can't happen. Oh my god.
It shouldn't know. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been dead.
Yes. They did exactly what was supposed to happen. This nigga was a ticking time bomb, and if it wasn't here and now, it would have been somewhere else.
Should have came and helped him when he was alive.
And I'll tell you what, if a black man would have killed him, there would be no fuss. So that's my only regret, that a brother didn't come in, you know, she didn't call her, her man or a nigga she was fucking, and he pull up and do the damage, honestly. Because that would have been the only way there wouldn't have been an uproar. Okay? But this dude was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, a lot of anger and frustration from the mother who lived next door to Teckle Sundberg.
Look at this man. And this is another black man. He was gonna, if people didn't hold him back, he was gonna put hands and feet on that woman. He looks like he might be a gay man too. Watch.
Yeah, a lot of anger and frustration from the mother who lived next door to Teckle Sundberg. And
you see that shit? Yo. These niggas are a trip, bro. I can't even believe my eyes. Honestly, this is... You can't make this shit up. This is an impossible narrative to even... I mean, how do you even think of this storyline? The truth is stranger than fiction, y'all. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you hit that PayPal. Make sure you hit that Super Trap, guys. We're gonna go to a brief intermission. We got to get these Super Traps up. Y'all know what YouTube is doing to your boy.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
An emotional evening as Arabella Yarborough recounts the night of the hours-long standoff at her Minneapolis apartment complex. That 6-hour standoff Thursday morning ending with police shooting Teckle Sundberg multiple times, killing him. Today, community members gathered for a protest against police violence. Mary McGuire joins us now, and Mary, tensions running very high.
These police officers are superheroes, so let's correct that. You're not protesting police violence. Okay, that's a misnomer. You have to be violent with other violent people. Therefore, their violence is justified.
As family remembers the man who was killed.
And Karen, as you heard, there are some powerful and very contentious moments at that rally for Teckle Sundberg, who was shot and killed by Minneapolis police early Thursday morning. Now, this afternoon, just as the protest was starting to get underway against police violence, the woman who lived in the apartment directly next door to Teckle showed up. Her name is Arabella Yarborough.
The problem is she should have pulled up with like 12 real niggas and they wouldn't have fucked with them, guaranteed. Shout out to Occupy Dogtown with the $1.99 super trap. He says, no, hashtag no race war psyops.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it seem like there's just this some type of racial injustice that is creating turmoil within the white nationalists and all this bullshit. And the police are white nationalists and they're working with the KKK and all this, like all this shit, man. Okay. And they're trying to muster this sentiment up so that you basically ask for the police to not do their jobs. Then it makes you more unsafe. And then it just stirs up even more tensions.
And she says she was cooking dinner for her 2 young children on Wednesday night when bullets began flying through her walls. She shared these photos of the aftermath of the shooting with us that show multiple bullet holes through her front door and through her bathroom wall. She confronted the family of Teckle, saying she had 5 minutes to live while Teckle had 6 hours to choose life or death.
That man was armed. George Floyd was not armed. Breonna Taylor was not armed.
Actually, you know, Breonna Taylor, Kenneth Walker, one of them was armed, so that's not true.
Amir Lockett, he was armed and he had his own guns, but they came in.
Amir Locke, we broke that shit down as well. He was hanging with some gangsters and killers, okay, who were his cousins, them Somali gangsters out there in Minneapolis, right? Or Milwaukee, one of the two. Shout out to Voorhees with the $5 super trap. He said he was likely another Dante Wright.
Oh, say like
You're absolutely right there. We broke down Dante Wright and the Caleb Livingston situation. So make sure you go and figure out who Dante Wright's ops were so that you can figure out his real story and why he actually ended up getting killed.
to his home while he's licensed to carry and killed him. He did not shoot fire. This man intentionally tried to kill us.
We can feel terribly for this woman, but also remember that Teckle should be here with us and he should be alive. And we can ask the Minneapolis Police Department.
No, the fuck. He chose death. He chose death. Okay. He shouldn't be alive. All right. The only reason that he should be alive is if he ain't ever did this shit. That's the only reason that I could justify why he should still be alive to this day. Okay? Because he chose his path, bro. He chose his path, man. And y'all gotta stop falling for the okie doke every freaking time. Okay? Y'all gotta stop for the okie doke every time. Black people, we fall for this every single time. Hook, line, and sinker. And it's just... It's embarrassing, honestly. I'm embarrassed for the community. Not embarrassed for myself, because I ain't... Nigga, you already know what time I'm on. I do not feel no type of sympathy toward this nigga, bro. I already know what type... I already know what type of nigga he is, bro. I'm not fucking with it.
Department to do better.
Now, that was Jeff Storms, the attorney for the Sundberg family. Sundberg's parents were also at this protest. They adopted Teckle from Ethiopia when he was just...
No, they adopted this nigga from Ethiopia. God damn. They, like I said, they dropped the ball somewhere, man. They dropped the damn ball. Adopted this nigga from Ethiopia. God damn. Y'all should have just, whatever the fuck he had going on in Ethiopia, he probably would have turned out better there because he wouldn't have had no straps. Well, he could have got his hands on some straps, but he probably would have turned out better if he would have just stayed in Ethiopia. No cap. Might have been broke as hell, but at least he'd be alive.
Just 4 years old. They also expressed their remorse for everything that Yarborough experienced.
I ain't gonna lie, though. He looks just like this dude I used to play ball with.
On the night of the standoff. They say the shooting through her apartment walls and the killing of their son are two separate incidents that should have been handled in very different ways. Now, attorney Jeff Storm says that he has requested that the family of Teckle view any body camera video that perhaps was caught the night of the shooting. The city attorney's office says that they are pouring through all of that footage now and that it will be shown to the family before it is released to the public. We still don't have a timeline on when that could all happen. Reporting live in Minneapolis tonight, Mary McGuire, Fox 9.
Man, this is crazy. Phew. All right. Now let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for, the full rant by the woman here.
Respect life, demand justice.
Okay, guys. There's already a stereo issue, so please be advised.
And we're demanding the release of the body cam
I wish she had a bullhorn. I really wish she did.
footage.
That nigga like, well, can somebody shut this bitch up? He's trying to make a name for himself as I was a black civil rights leader in 2022 when Teckle Sundberg. No, nigga, this is the wrong wave to hop on. These niggas fucking ambulance chasers, bruh. I cannot stand these niggas with that weak ass purple collar shirt. Come on, G.
Yes, ma'am.
No, the fuck they wouldn't. She asked, and I don't know if you guys heard that, but she asked if I would. I have black children. She said, if I would have lost my child, would you guys have done this for me? No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. Okay. Now, how do I know that? How do I know that they would not have made a fuss about this situation at all? How do I know? Okay. Let me show you how I know, guys. Let me show you how I know. Okay. Because I've got a whole channel dedicated to highlighting these situations where you have these super demonic gremlins killing young men. Right here, this is that was just last. That was almost like 100% a month ago to this day. It's June 18th. I mean, it's July 18th right now. This happened on June 19th. So we're almost on the 1 month anniversary of the shooting death of Lorenzo Poole from the Mochella event. Okay. We got a 5-month-old black girl, Cecilia Thomas, who was shot and killed in Chicago. No protests. No protests. I go on and on. This right here, the single mother left her kid with a babysitter from hell, killed her. Or this one, Tamaro Brumfield, 14 years old, shot and killed. No protests. Now, they did have the candlelight visual and the balloon release. Don't forget that. They did have the candlelight visual and the balloon release. So that's got to count for something, right? But no protests. No protests, guys. So she asked a valid question. Would you guys protest for me if this happened to me? Okay. No, they wouldn't. That's the answer. No. So that civil rights leader, quote unquote, well, whoever the fuck he is, he lied. He straight up lied. He straight up lied. Okay. And that's the reality. So guys, you can go all through my channel. I don't even know how many videos I got, but it's gotta be, because I'm dropping 2 videos a day. It's up there. I'll have to double check, but it's up there, guys. Okay. And I see this shit all the time. I got 673 videos. And these little kids are getting shot. Definitely. They're getting killed. And Black Lives Matter is nowhere to be found. These motherfuckers ain't shit, bro. They ain't shit. And the black community is still falling for it. And it's embarrassing.
Yes, ma'am.
Nope. She said, if I would have died, would he be a bad guy then? No, this guy is already a bad guy. He's been a bad guy. He's a bad, dead guy. Uh-oh. So here's the LGBT brother who's gonna confront her. And they're saying, but at the same time, she has black kids. Sounds like her baby daddy black. Wow. I think the LGBT super gremlin said he's still here though. That's like the argument, but did you die? Like I'm driving 120 miles per hour on the freeway, not giving a fuck. And then I finally drop you. It's like I'm driving Uber, you get in my car and I just accelerate, you know, fucking 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds. Going down the down the highway. And then at the end of the trip, I'm like, but did you die though? And I'm gonna say this, and people are probably not, but look, at least in the community, because contrary to popular belief, there are some white, gay, or LGBT conservatives who, even though a lot of times they kind of be doing too much, like most LGBT people do, they always do too much because they try and overcompensate for their sexuality by being like the spotlight and grabbing attention. Because let's keep it a buck, most LGBT people are not really getting the attention that they would like. Most LGBT guys are attracted to straight men who, yeah, some guys on the deal, but you're not going to turn straight men out like that, okay? Unless you're Jesse Lee Peterson. He was turning out a lot of niggas, but they do a lot. They're doing the most, and especially the brothers in the LGBT community, they should not be in no position of power. I'm gonna just say that right now. Neither should the sisters. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Okay? Just keep it a buck. That's just how I feel. It is what it is. They might say I'm homophobic for that, but I don't give a fuck. That's the real deal, bruh. That's the reality of the situation. This nigga cannot think rationally to save his fucking life. He's always going to look through life. The lens that he's looking through life at is very colorful. And there's so many extrapolations of this could have happened, that could have happened, we could have did this, and it's like, no. You can only deal with reality. And these people should not be in a position of power. I don't give a fuck what you say. If somebody didn't hold him back, I think he would have beat her into it within an inch of her life. Because this is another thing that people don't talk about. Gay men, LGBT men, are allowed to hit women. Uh-oh. I dropped a bomb on y'all ass. LGBT men, whether you like it or not, are allowed to hit women. It doesn't matter how big they are. It doesn't matter how strong they are. If we saw Saucy Santana, the LGBT rapper, get in a fight with any of these rap bitches, he would get a pass. Guaranteed. I've seen it before. I've seen it all the damn time.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people.
Tell them.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I
said. Okay. Unless he denounce his gayness, he can hit women. He can grab women by the hair and sling them, punch them in the fucking face. Okay. He can do the Rikishi move and do a plop down with his bussy on her face. He could abuse a woman and nobody would say shit.
We're here just to respect life, any life. And we're
So he's screaming at the top of his lungs, "We hear you," with an attitude, rolling his neck and aggressively walking up to a woman. Lord have mercy.
that we're not condoning anything, but we just want full and police. We want accountability.
What the fuck is this dude with the bullhorn talking about? We're not condoning anything, but we want accountability. Dude, you're condoning his actions by asking for some type of accountability. The cops were held accountable. They were held accountable to clean up that nigga's body. They were held accountable to spray the pavement down or spray the tile down or the carpet down, clean up that apartment. They were held accountable, so they sat there for 6 fucking hours when they didn't have to. They could have just pulled up and smack-a-lapped them right there when he first started hanging out the damn window, acting a fucking fool, shooting out the window. Okay? So the cops were already held accountable. They did their job. They did a good job. They did a just job.
We're not condoning.
I can't stand these niggas. And then any bitch with a face tattoo is automatically like, you're. I gotta calm down, y'all. I gotta calm down. Bitch, you have a face tattoo. We don't care what you think. You make bad decisions. You're fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. The reason why you're out here is because you would be fucking a nigga like this. What the fuck did you tattoo above your eyebrow? You look like a damn fool. She's gonna be a grandma with a face tattoo.
We're not condoning any behavior.
Yes, you are. You're out here protesting for some type of justice as if justice wasn't already served. Justice was served. Take your yellow slip and get the fuck on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Whatsoever. We're not, if he was shooting, doing something, or
if he was shooting, nigga, there's shells. There are rounds of live ammunition in the damn hallway. We seen the pictures, we seen the videos of the woman's apartment complex shot up. Her child could have been washing their hands. She said she was cooking dinner. Her child could have been in the bathroom washing their motherfucking hands. Right where that bullet zoomed by. Hit the mirror. Could have killed her. Could have killed her children. Y'all niggas would not have been protesting. Matter of fact, y'all niggas wouldn't have did a damn thing if her kids was killed. Nothing. What would they would have said? They would have said, niggas die every day, B. Right? Shit happens. It is what it is. Niggas die every day, B. She should have cooked dinner earlier. That's the type of shit that you'll hear out the community. Swear to God. Anything but to hold these super gremlins on demon time accountable.
putting people in harm's way. We're not condoning that at all, but we're just saying we want the same treatment for us as they give white people. We want the.
What the fuck is he talking about? We want the same treatment for us as they give white people. Bruh, sorry to break it to you, but white people get shot by the police as well. They get shot by the police as well. If they don't surrender, they get killed. Straight up. If they don't surrender, they will be killed. If you don't surrender, you will be killed. How many times do we have to get this through your fucking skulls? Y'all don't get it. There are plenty of black men. Oh, there are countless black men who get taken in without incident. Black men who have just killed police officers, taken in without incident. I did a video on that 2 weeks ago. Right? Black men who have killed children, taken in without incidents. Black men who have raped and killed children, taken in without incident. Black men who have used their child as a human shield, use their child as a prop, as a distraction to evade police, use their child in a shootout to build some, to establish some type of cover while you're firing at officers, taken in without incident. Happens all the time. Happens every day. Just like y'all say niggas die every day, B, 1,000 niggas get arrested every goddamn day. After catching a body, after robbing a store, after doing whatever, and they get taken in safely, soundly. How do I know? I've been arrested before, and if you don't resist, they literally put the handcuffs on you, and then they start having a conversation with you. Sometimes they'll even be like, damn, why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? Damn, you did this wrong, bro. Like, on some real shit. But if you never been locked up, then you wouldn't know.
Same treatment for Teckle as the person that they gave in Faribault, Minnesota, that they gave to Dylan Brooks. That's all we're asking.
Lord have mercy. This nigga did not. I mean, he surrendered. That's literally it. If the nigga would have surrendered, I guarantee he would have been. I mean, he probably would have been home for dinner.
And I'm glad that, you know, we're alive today to stand out here and demand accountability.
So you can't really hear what she's saying from this angle, but I will. I got the other video of her pulling up. But I do want to do the POV of the protesters and the black activists, because oh man, oh this is just a stain. This is gonna go down in history as just one of the biggest in that area, at least. Just one of the biggest scams and changing of the narrative.
Deserve to die.
Look, he wants to put hands on her. Look at this. Look at this LGBT man who thinks it's okay to put hands on a woman who's fucking a third of his size. These niggas ain't shit, bruh. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He thinks that he thinks it's okay to go put his hands on. I guarantee he wants to put hands and feet on that woman. That's why that bitch is holding him back so much. Because she knows what he's capable of. She knows what he's capable of. She knows that he could beat the dog shit out of her. Or any other woman for that matter. And she knows that he could fuck the dog shit out of her. Now, he doesn't want to. But he could. And it's wild, dog.
Nobody deserves to die.
Police can't be judge, jury, and executioner.
Exactly.
Bruh. Police can't be judge, jury, and executioner. So what happens when that nigga is shooting at everybody? What happens when he's shooting at a woman? He's literally shooting. He's shooting at a woman, man. The glider still has a Black Lives Matter hat. He probably bought that hat and it went straight from Teesprings to Patrice Culler's bank account. These bitches is sick, bro. And it's fucked up because the LGBT community has taken over the leadership in the community. And this is what we're getting.
The police are supposed to make an arrest and hold people accountable for their crimes. So if he was shooting, he should have been arrested.
If he was shooting, he should have been arrested. How does that make sense? How does that make sense, you dumb nigga? If he was shooting, he should have been arrested. What? How you gonna arrest a nigga who's shooting at you?
And convicted, in charge and convicted. It's not the police's job to execute people. We don't have the death penalty in Minnesota.
You should have the death penalty in Minnesota.
Again, though,
This cameraman is trash. Get closer, you dumbass.
We're not excusing anything that happened.
We're not excusing anything that happened. Oh, go fuck yourself, dude. Seriously. Yeah, go home. Take y'all black ass home. Take y'all dumb ass home. Take y'all goofy ass home. Take y'all ambulance chasing ass home. Take y'all clout chasing ass home. Take your marginalized, discriminized, goofy ass home. This is not the one. Abort mission. This is not the one you want to put your face card on. Oh, God.
Hey, chill out.
Look, that sister wants to put hands on her. She wants to so bad. You can tell. He was stalking her. He tried to kill her. This woman is trying to be heard. I hope she goes to that police station and gives an hour-long statement. Well, if I was her, I would have said, you know what? This is over. Y'all do what y'all want. Just don't be in front of my apartment. But even if y'all are, I don't care. I'm going to the police station and I'm giving a statement. And I am going to absolve the police of any wrongdoing. They're going to look at my statement. They're going to look at my proffer in the grand jury trial or whatever. However they handle this situation, they're going to say, this woman was a victim. She was traumatized, and the police saved her life. I wouldn't even talk to these bitches. You can't talk to them. You can't talk to them. You can't have a discussion with them. You can't speak any logic to them. You can't speak any rationality to them. They're still gonna free him. Oh, justice. We need justice. Justice was served. Look how hard this glider has to hold back this homosexual piece of shit. Look how hard this glider has to hold him back. This nigga is not only a dookie diver, but just, I mean, a lot of women get on cisgender men, heterosexual men for, oh, y'all hate women. No, these niggas hate women. These are the niggas who hate women, so much so that they hang around you to study you, to be like you, so that they can turn your men gay. Because let's keep it a buck. Gay men, yes, okay, you'll see gay men want, like, fucking with gay men sometimes, but a lot of times they want a straight man. They want a straight man, or at least a DL man. That's what I'm just telling y'all what they want. It's like a guy who wants like this, who's like attracted to a lipstick lesbian, even though there's no such thing as a lipstick lesbian. If a bitch, if she looks any type of decently good, she has taken dick, is taking dick now, or will take dick in the future. There's no such thing as a fucking lipstick lesbian. Okay. But anyways, there are such thing as like Daikin lesbians. Okay. Women who are more masculine. All right. And that's the reality. And they usually be cool. Okay. A lot of times they be cool. They do be woke, but they be cool. Okay. But these dudes out here, these are the dudes who hate women. All right. And yes, there are some heterosexual dudes who hate women. I'm not saying that there aren't. Oh, there's no heterosexual men. No, I'm just saying these niggas hate women more than us because they're looking at the men that y'all are able to get and getting, and they're jealous.
I haven't got the chance to break. Yes, you have,
Fuck him. He said, I ain't never gonna see him again. Woo, this shit got heated, y'all. Man, get your fucking hands off her. I hate these hoes, dog. I really do. I'm gonna have to keep it a buck. I can't stand these bitches. These type of bitches, bro, I cannot stand them. Now, I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but we will get greasy on this podcast because that's what we do. We keep it a buck. Shout out to Alliance, I believe, 757 with a $2 super trap. He says, Dookie Diver, I'm so adding rust to my vocabulary.
Oh, say that.
Yes, man, definitely a Dookie Diver. You see the light-skinned woman with the ass who was holding on to the mic earlier, the condom mic, is trying to calm her down and console her. No. Let her vent, let her tell the story, how it was, how it actually happened. Bruh, stop touching her. Oh my God. No, babe. No. She's doing the right thing. She's doing the right thing. No, girl, this ain't what you want to do. See, these women don't want the truth to get out. That's why she's telling her. That is why she's trying to stop her from speaking, because she doesn't want the truth to come out. She doesn't want people to know the truth. She doesn't want them to be able to put a face to the victim that this Teckle Sundberg had victimized. Okay? She doesn't want them to be able to tell the truth. That's what it is. Now, I will say this sister, she kind of tough, okay? She kind of tough. She can get it. The ass is fat. I'm not going to lie, okay? The ass is fat, but she's woke. She's woke, y'all. You can only pump and dump this one, y'all. Bruh, get your fucking hands off of her.
And none of these people checked on that man to see if he was okay. If he had a mental illness, where was the love and support when he was alive? Can I tell you who I am?
Nobody gives a fuck who you are. This is a woman trying to take another woman's spotlight. This is her time to shine. Shout out to this woman. I am glad that she is in one piece. I'm glad that she's safe. I'm glad that she's alive. I'm glad that her children, Lord have mercy, are alive. Praise be to God. Okay? Seriously. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. But this woman with the dreads is trying to take the spotlight. Can I tell you who I am? Nobody cares who you are. You're a bitch who showed up at an unsanctioned protest, and you're protesting for the wrong cause. You're on the wrong side of history, honey. You're on the wrong side of it.
No, I want to get my items. I want to get my he was here. People in this unit know what type of actions he did every day.
Yep. People in the unit know. Absolutely. I'm so proud that this woman spoke up. I'm so proud, because otherwise we would only get the BLM narrative. He was an innocent young black man. He was just struggling from mental issues. All he was doing was in the corner, and he was in a fetal position, hitting his head like this. And they shot him. He was just in the corner screaming and hitting his head, and they shot him. No, that's not what the fuck happened. That's what they're trying to tell us is happening. Oh, these niggas are just having mental, like when the nigga shot up the Fogo de Chao in Atlanta. Let's speak on it. Mama was talking about mental illness. Okay? She tried to call a violence interrupter to pull up to the crib, and they couldn't even keep his ass at the crib. He went to Fogo de Chao and shot a security guard. Okay? They're trying to convince you that these niggas are in a fetal position in the corner, hitting their heads on some mentally ill bullshit. It's bullshit. The nigga woke up every day, listen to NBA Youngboy, listen to TK, listen to YNW Melly, murder on my mind. And he had murder on his mind. So what happened? He got put the fuck down. Bitch, nobody cares who you are. This is about her story. She's the victim. She should be on every news outlet telling the people what the fuck happened, how it was, getting witnesses in the building who want to speak up against this bullshit ass protest and put a nail in this coffin right here, right now. At that apartment complex, this story dies. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of these people trying to nitpick at the police and every little interaction that they're in. Let these motherfuckers do their job. And then we got to get the prosecutors and the DAs to do their job. And maybe, just maybe, we can feel good about going outside again.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
All right, guys. So, what I'm going to do a poll. I am going to do a poll. All right. We're going to do a poll. We are going to do a poll, y'all. So let's see. Here we have it. Let's get it. Do you feel sorry for Teckle Sundberg? Well, let's say Andrew. Right, that was his name, Teckle Sundberg. Okay. Yes, he was a good boy. No, he deserved every round. All right, guys. Polls up. Let me know what the fuck y'all think.
I'm not saying he was a bad guy. I wish this never happened.
Oh, yeah, he was a bad guy.
He had 6 hours to be alive or be dead.
Yep. He could have just walked outside unarmed after 6 hours, and he would have been Gucci.
He shot through my kitchen. He was in the hallway, heard me running the water while I was cooking for my kids. I just came home from holiday.
Now look, this woman's whole look, she got her nails did, all this shit. Oh, these women are full of shit, bruh. Why do you feel like that, bitch? It's not about feeling like that. This is what happened. He shot through her window while she was cooking for her kids. Her kids could have been washing her hands. They shot. The bullets went through the bathroom. They went through the fucking living area. They went through her kitchen. They went through her door. He could have killed her, and you're over here justifying shit and protesting for this nigga. Bitch, you are not shit. And you're dumb. And you're stupid. And you're slow. And it's like you didn't even look at anything. She just put, oh, black man got shot? Okay, let me pull up. Golly. And these are the leaders. Man, she probably on somebody's city council. Come on.
8:37 p.m. You guys have any prior issues?
Did you guys have any prior issues? Is she victim blaming? Hold on. Is she victim blaming? This is the same argument that they get mad about men about. Look, listen. Did you guys have any prior argument? Bitch, he was stalking her. She didn't want to call the cops because she didn't want to endanger a black man's life. He was stalking her. He was playing that damn NBA YoungBoy at 8 a.m. in the morning every goddamn morning. By the way, NBA YoungBoy just beat the feds. He just beat the racist criminal justice system with some white lawyers, with some small hat lawyers to be exact. But he beat them. So much for the racist criminal justice system, right? Okay. And she had the nerve to ask, did y'all have any prior incidents? Bitch, who are you? You're not the police. You're not the police. I don't have to tell you shit. Okay? Did y'all have any prior incidents? That's the same argument as what were you wearing? Oh, I got raped. Well, what were you wearing? This is the same exact thing. Did y'all have any prior incidents? What did you do for him to shoot through your what? And these women are really out here. You can't have it all. You can't be a feminist and be for women's right and not defend this lady to the death. Let me say this again. You can't be a feminist and defend and advocate for women's rights if you are not down there and defending this lady to the death. Right? But no, she chose to defend the super gremlin and victim blame. Listen again. Listen to what she said.
He shot through my kitchen. He was in the hallway, heard me running the water while I was cooking for my kids.
Look at the hair flip. Oh, girl, that ain't much. My ex-boyfriend did worse. Yeah, see, these women, the niggas that they fucking with, they've done worse. So they're like, oh, girl, that ain't nothing. He just shot you, girl. Oh, honey, please. If I told you what my man did to me, shit.
I just came home from holiday at 8:37 p.m. Did you guys have any prior issues? Yes, he wrote on my car, and I checked the board, and he got upset about it.
He wrote on her car. A real nigga would have killed them right there. I'm going to tell you that right now. And this is how you know these niggas are not mentally ill. They only target the weak. Single mother of 2 or 3, I believe. I don't know how many kids she got. But he's riding on the vehicle of a single mother. I like, this is how you know these niggas don't have a mental illness. Why he ain't right on the Hellcat? Why he ain't right on the Challenger? Huh? I'm waiting. Any takers? Why he ain't right on the Dodge Charger? It's parked right in front of his damn building. Right? Like, come the fuck on. Why he ain't right on the 300 Chrysler? Huh?
And I seen him in the laundry room a month later. He asked me if I was using the dryers. I told him no. After that, I thought it was honestly in I've lived in so many apartment buildings. This is that annoying apartment building. Like, before we go any further, let me.
He tried to kill her. Look, this is a stand-up black man right here. This is a stand-up brother. And when we have some of these brothers, a strong, masculine black man, brother right here, we are going to highlight him. Shout out to this brother for defending this woman. Because he made sure that, ooh, I wanted to say it. Lord have mercy. Y'all got to stop me, guys. Y'all got to stop me. I might just transition the stream to Rumble because I was finna call that that LGBT brother out of his effing name. And if you guys don't get the pun, then I guess you're too slow. You got to kick. I was finna say something, okay? But I know they'll take my channel down. But he was not finna let that that Dookie Warrior, that monkeypox distributor, press up on this woman and put hands on her. Okay? He was not going to let it happen. So shout out to this brother right here. This is a strong brother. We need more brothers like this, okay? We need more brothers like this. All right, so let's get it.
I believe you. I understand. I feel for her. Listen, I am a mother, and I've been all night talking to the family. I'm a friend of the family, and I've been telling the family that also we don't want to leave her hanging because she was hurt her kids. We're traumatized. We know that. I'm licensed to carry.
We don't want to leave her hanging. She said she licensed to carry. She could have put that little nigga down herself. Shout out to her, man. I got mad respect for Shorty because she held her composure. I would have bust back so quick at that nigga. You shooting through my door, I'm shooting back, bitch, nigga.
No. If I would have shot him back, would I have been a suspect? Would you guys hear from my side?
No, if you would have shot him back, it would have been okay. It would have been okay. It would have been a-okay. Maybe from the, well, I'm not going to say it would have been okay, but the community wouldn't have protested. They wouldn't, I mean, nobody would know. Nobody would know about the situation, honestly. But we would have mad respect for you. That's what I'll say. We would have, at least I would have mad respect for you. Okay? I would have mad respect for Shorty if she shot bruh. Honestly. I would have. No. Yep. Thank God she's pointing it out. She said, no, you would not care. Not like this. Oh shit. My camera battery is dying, so I'm gonna have to decam for a second. But guys, we're going to continue the stream. I'm just gonna get my charger, but we're gonna keep playing. But listen to what she said. This is an important conversation, guys. This is an important conversation. Honestly, we all know that we can't stand liberal women, especially if they're ethnic. Let's just keep it a buck, because they go the hardest for the worst reasons. All right, but we have to listen to this conversation. I'm gonna play it back a little bit. You know, I'm gonna play it back a little bit because we got to get it to when she tried to interrupt her, because she did not want her. They always talk about, oh, say your truth, girl, say your truth. She didn't want her to get her truth out.
That is me. And none of these people checked on that man to see if he was okay. If he had a mental illness, where was the love and support when he was alive? Can I tell you who I am? No, I want to get my items. I want to get my, he was here. People in this unit know what type of actions he did every day. I'm not saying he was a bad guy. I wish this never happened. He had 6 hours to be alive or be dead. It's true. He shot through my kitchen. He was in the hallway, heard me running the water while I was cooking for my kids. I just came home from holiday at 8:37 p.m. You guys have any prior issues? Yes, he rolled on my car, and I checked him for it. He got upset about it, and I seen him in the laundry room a month later. He asked me if I was using the dryers. I told him no. After that, it was I thought it was I've lived in so many apartment buildings. This is that annoying apartment building life. Before we go any further.
Wow, she tried to justify that shit. I've lived in so many apartment buildings. This is that annoying apartment building life, bitch. And then the black man said he tried to kill her. He tried to kill her. The big old brother, he tried to kill her. He tried to kill her. He's trying to drill it through this bitch head, but she doesn't get it. He tried to kill her. He tried to kill her. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. The annoying apartment building life. He said he tried to kill her. I hate these bitches, bro. I really do. And they be looking good too. I ain't gonna lie. Shorty she tough. She tough. But their minds are impossible to deal with.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Woo! He tried to kill her. That was my favorite part of this whole interaction.
After that, it was I thought it was I've lived in so many apartment buildings. This is that annoying apartment building life.
She literally tried to justify it. This is that annoying apartment building life. She's a piece of shit. No, you don't get to say shit. You don't get to say shit. Let me. Just because you would have fucked that nigga does not mean that he still should be alive. Oh, but you like these types of niggas, right? Types of guys who shoot into random women's apartment buildings. But, oh, that's just a part of that annoying apartment life. Fuck out of here.
I believe you. I understand. I feel for her. Listen, I am a mother, and I've been all night talking to the family.
Dude, you're talking to their adopted family. I know they got love for them, but, I mean, I know they're hurt about it. I'm not saying they aren't, but they picked that nigga up from Ethiopia, bruh. Like, they put that nigga in their shopping cart. Come on, let's keep it a buck. Why did they go to Ethiopia? There's plenty of black kids in America who they could have adopted. Fuck out of here. They put that nigga in their shopping cart. They ordered that nigga off of Amazon. They ordered that nigga off of Amazon, dog. Like, come on.
I'm a friend of the family, and I've been telling the family that also we don't want to leave her hanging.
Leave her hanging. How about if y'all got to go fund me up, cut her a check. She deserves 70%. Real shit.
She was her kids were from the party. We know that. I'm licensed to carry. No. If I would have shot him back, would I would have been a suspect? Would you guys hear from my side?
The police aren't a suspect. The police aren't a suspect. They did the right thing. They did the right thing.
You asked on your social media, you said if you die, would we care? Would we rather? No, you wouldn't. Not like this, motherfucker.
Yep. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely on point. Yes, oh my God, she's on point. It's like she watches my channel. It's like she watches my channel. She said, you wouldn't even know the story. That's what I said. They wouldn't even know the story if she died. I mean, if she shot him. Or if she died. If she died and he got arrested and taken in peacefully, they wouldn't know the story either. I would, though. I would have done it. I would have done it. I would have done the story. Hell yeah, you bet your ass I would have. If I didn't cover it on Black Gen Z Mindset, I would have covered it on BGZM News 17. Because that's how the fuck Jen Quavius get down. No, bitch, you can't speak. This isn't about you. I hate, bruh. I can't stand these hoes, bruh. It's not about you. Get the fuck out the way and let the woman who was victimized talk. Because nobody's words mean anything more than hers. I'm so thankful that she's alive because this is perfect. This just shows how out of order the Black community really is. This shows it right the fuck here.
Can I please? Why didn't they care when he was here? He could have got the proper help he needed.
No, he couldn't have. Some niggas you can't help. Can we all admit that? And it's everybody. Some people you just can't help. Peyton Gendron, you couldn't help that motherfucker. Who the guy who did the Uvalde shooting? What's his name again? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll have to go back. I forgot the motherfucker's name though. Somebody put it in the chat. The dude who did the Uvalde. You can't help that nigga. He was cutting his face. They tried to help him. You can't help those people. They need a couple hot ones or they need to be in prison or restrained. One of the three. Did she say he wasn't loved? Tell that to his white family. You don't think they showered him with love? As a matter of fact, they probably showered him with too much love. Love he didn't deserve. Love he was ungrateful for. Confusing love. He was confused. He was confused. Salvador Ramos. Yeah, Salvador Ramos. Yes, absolutely. That was the guy. You can't help these motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, I'm upset, and I'm sorry it had to come this way, and the fact that I'm even apologizing for this.
Yeah. She is. Don't say sorry, baby. Please don't say sorry. I'm going to try. They said she had social media. I'm going to try and reach out. I'm going to try and reach out and say, hey, look, get an interview on my channel. Let these people know what the fuck is going on. We going to keep it a buck. You can curse. You can say whatever the hell you want. You can cuss that motherfucker out. Or you can show empathy and forgiveness and all this other bullshit that I don't agree with. But her story needs to get out.
Shows you that I'm hurt all around. I shouldn't even be apologizing. But I'm sorry. I'm expressing my anger. But all I know is for 3 years I lived here. And none of you guys knocked that at me and started to see if he was okay.
Shout out to her, man. It takes guts. She's a very strong woman. Okay. Very strong woman. If you guys know her contact information, please email me. I will reach out. I'll email her or send her a DM on Instagram or whatever. I want her on my show. I want her on my show because, for one, we need to get her business together. Okay. She need to go ahead and start a GoFundMe. I ain't gonna cap. And her GoFundMe needs to surpass Lil Teckle's GoFundMe. That's for damn sure. There needs to be a GoFundMe war, and she needs to be the victor. And to the victor goes the spoils, because she is the only one in this situation who is absolutely in the right. Okay? So guys, let me reach out to me if you guys do know her contact information. I would love to have her on my show. This nigga was on some bullshit, okay? And that is the reality of the situation here. So we're looking at the poll, and 2%. We got 58 votes. We need some more votes, guys. But 2% say that they do feel sorry for Andrew Teckle Sundberg and that he was a good boy. And then 98% say they don't feel sorry for him and he deserved every round. So obviously an overwhelming majority of people believe that this was a justified shooting, and I do too. I do too, man. I'm proud of her, honestly, for speaking up and keeping it real.
Not at all. He played loud music every day to cope with his mindset.
There you go.
There was casings in the hallway. The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids. He shouldn't know. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been dead. Y'all should have came and helped him when he was alive.
Nah, I'm good on that. And hey, what grandma say? It's either two options: jail or hell. But you can't get both. It's two options for niggas like that: jail or hell. But you can't get both. Shout out to grandma.
Now I can't get my shit because all you guys want to be here. My kids have to see you guys celebrate a man's life that tried to kill him.
Sip on that, community. Chew on that shit, community. You're out of order, out of line. You are out of order and out of fucking line. Run that back. What did she say?
Because all you guys want to be here. My kids have to see you guys celebrate a man's life that tried to kill him. That man went hard.
Look at all them people. Yeah, he deserved to get killed, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, he deserved to get killed. And what, bitch? What the fuck you gonna do? I wish somebody would have been on that type of time, because that would have been me. I'd have been like, yeah, bitch, what the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, he deserved to get killed. And if I was her baby daddy, I would have put more shells in that nigga. Straight up. We can't stand for this shit as a community. Okay? Can't do it. Can't do it, and I won't. I won't.
So he deserves to get killed.
Yep. Oh my God. Look, she's scratching a she's scratching a fake ass hair. And look, now they they know these bitches is insane. They know that these women were gonna put hands and feet on her. He's a fucking coward. That's what he is. And he deserved to get them lead showers, okay? Y'all see how good. Hey, man. I got bars, no cap. I got bars. All right, so let me see if I think that is all the okay. I got one more video. It's another angle, better audio. So we're gonna watch this. I liked everything that she said, man. I liked everything that she said. I wish that there was a strong man who was vocal. She did have, security, the big brother right there, who said he tried to kill her. Rational thinking black man right there. She did have that brother. So, but I wish he would have spoke up and really came with some aggression. Woo! This type of stuff gets my blood boiling. Like I wish I was at the damn protest, because I would have stood 10 toes. I would say, what? And what, bitch? You know what I mean? I would have started barking. Yeah, and what? Yeah, the nigga.
Nah, but for real, yeah, he deserved it. He deserved it.
Hit him on idols because you guys are celebrating his life.
It was a terror. I'm sure it was
This
a terror.
is not okay.
You're alive.
Shut up. You guys need to just let it go. Grief in silence.
Yeah.
This is not
Take your ass home. This ain't no fucking Black Lives Matter protest. Y'all need to take y'all bitch ass home. Take it to the crib. Cry on your couch. Cry at your, at your church. Get it the fuck away from the scene of the crime, because he terrorized that apartment complex for 6 whole hours. How many? 6. How many? 6. How many? 6. So he aligned his death with the devil's number. He aligned his death with the devil's number. How many hours did he wait out there? He aligned his death with the devil's number, and now he is burning in hell. Straight up.
not okay. This is not a George Floyd situation. George Floyd was unarmed. He was unarmed.
You're alive. Sorry.
It is not okay.
And the person who was filming said, "You're live." Like, I don't know if that was like a camera crew or somebody who was trying to shame her from speaking up. "You're live. Make sure you watch your words." That's what it sounded like to me. Like a passive aggressive, type. "Oh, you're live. Make sure you watch your words before you get canceled." Fuck being canceled. Fuck a cancel culture bullshit. We out here. Okay? She should be able to speak up and say whatever the fuck she feels about this situation. For real.
My kids have to deal with this and probably have a mental illness now because they almost lost their life. There's bullet holes in my kitchen because he sat in the fucking hallway watching my move. I wish it never happened either. That I don't have a place to call home. I can't sleep that night.
She's obviously going through a moment.
She's obviously going through a moment. Dude. Oh my God. I can't stand these people.
This is not okay.
This is what they want to show on the TV.
Yeah, they should show it on the TV. Because he was a piece of shit. Fuck all that mental illness shit. Why did he not write on the Dodge Challenger? Why did he write on the SRT? Why was he fucking with her instead of somebody else? Instead of big strong nigga in the apartment, huh? Why he wasn't fucking with Pookie, Ray, Debo?
This is obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay. Just go home. Go home. There's none of you guys knocked on that man's door to check his health.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, you shut up, nigga. Before we pull them sticks out and air this whole protest out. Fuck it. This is honestly, I'm not one to condone violence, but if there was a hypothetical protest to get shot up, this should have been the one. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that it should have happened. I'm not wishing it would have happened, and I'm not telling nobody to go do that shit. But out of all the protests and all the funerals and all the barbecues and all the local gatherings and all the Juneteenth celebrations and all that, all the 4th of Julys, all the Memorial Days, out of all the goddamn gatherings in the community, this was the one to get shot up. God damn. Oh, man, you can't make this shit up.
You guys did not come. He did not. You guys did not come and visit. This is not the time. This is not the time or the place. It wasn't.
Oh, yes, it is the time and the place, because people need to hear this shit and debunk y'all bullshit ass excuses. Shout out to this brother right here, because he's defending her. They ain't finna do shit when he's by her side. I wish a nigga would.
It don't matter.
Bitch, you're in her face. This is what black women do. Let's talk about this. They will get in your face, get as close as possible to you, and then when you push them back, don't put your hands on me, bitch. Get your hand on my face. Bitch, you walked up within
fucking 3 feet of me to talk to me, and then you're gonna tell me not to put hands on you? No, I'm gonna create distance between me and you just in case I gotta put hands and feet on you, bitch. What? Look, she's talking about look what you're doing in front of your kid. No, look whatever. I don't know her relation to this nigga, but most likely she probably has no relation to this nigga. But maybe she does. Maybe she knows the nigga. But look what this nigga did, okay? Look what little Teckle did to her kids. Talking about some look what you're doing to your kids. No, look what he did to her kids.
Look at what you're doing. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front.
Yeah, I can't stand these hoes, bro. I cannot stand them. Like, you can't. She's trying to defend a man who tried to kill a woman and her children. And then on the same breath, they'll talk about being oppressed and misogyny and female rights and all this bullshit. You can't make this shit up. But, guys, I think that was a pretty comprehensive breakdown of the situation, if I do say so myself. I'm going to try and see if I can find any more information. We pretty much know what's going on. We pretty much got the full story. I'm just going to go in. Oh, wow. So, yes. Oh, wow. Here we go. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, we definitely need to reach out to we definitely need to reach out to this woman. Look at this. It says GoFundMe allows page for Minneapolis gunman Andrew Sandberg after axing the one for the NYC bodega clerk Jose Alba. And if you guys don't know about that situation, basically it was a self-defense situation where the bodega clerk, I mean, honestly, even if you can read the headlines and know what the fuck happened. A nigga came through, tried to fuck with him over a bag of chips. I think he couldn't pay for the shit, and then he got stabbed to death. Fuck that nigga too. This man, they're trying to charge him for murder when he defended himself. I cannot. These leftists have ruined the country. It's over. Once they got a hold of the justice system, it's over. They are allowing this man to put a GoFundMe up. Dude. What? Woo. What world are we living in, y'all? What world are we living in, family? Wow. This is different, y'all. That is crazy. GoFundMe is a bullshit organization. From now on, their ethics, their morals, all in question.
Thanks for joining us at 6. Several big developments right now in the investigation into the deadly police shooting of a man at an apartment building in South Minneapolis. We've learned the family of 20-year-old Andrew Teckle Sundberg has hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump. We've also obtained a copy of the search warrant in the case. Here's Carla Holt.
One day later, a broken window and burnt candles are all that remains from the scene of an officer-involved shooting, as community leaders continue to have questions.
New search warrants shed more light on what happened leading up to the deadly police shooting of 20-year-old Andrew Teckle Sundberg. According to the documents, the officers responding to Sundberg's apartment building on 21st Avenue South after getting reports of shots fired, quote, started taking fire. That's when the officers asked for the Minneapolis SWAT team to also respond. 2 snipers set up on the roof of a building across the street, the report said. Then, quote, at some point during the standoff, the 2 snipers, identified as Aaron Pearson and Zachary Seraphine, shot Andrew Sundberg.
He literally lives a few blocks away from where our office is. And
meantime, Jailani Hussein with the Council on American Islamic Relations says Sundberg may not be Muslim, but he was a neighbor. Today, Hussein has questions.
We know that
Nigga, who gives a fuck if he was Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Mormon, Catholic, Baptist, Episcopalian. He did what he did, and he got the results that he got.
That in this country, 54% of officer-involved shootings involve people who are expressing some form of mental illness. And
oh my
it's extremely
God,
disappointing that we lose a life in this situation.
every killer is mentally ill. Is that what we're saying? So every nigga to kill somebody is mentally ill. Everybody that try to kill somebody is mentally ill. That's bullshit. Oh, 54% suffering from a mental illness. Then all these niggas are ill.
While we're learning more about Sundberg's life, a Facebook post says he was involved in a Minneapolis hockey program.
And and
a GoFundMe page says he was a brother, friend, uncle.
Wow. Let's go to the GoFundMe. Let's go to the GoFundMe. Wow. I might donate and be like, fuck this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that petty. I'm not that petty, but their goal, it looks like, was 50,000. They lowered it to 20,000, and they've got 20,200. I'd be interested to let's see. I'd be interested to see if there are comments left. No, there are no comments. They're just donating. They are just donating. Wow. And it's a lot of gliders too. Katie Hackworthy, Alice Madden. God damn, they got John Madden rolling in his grave. William Marsh, Lydia Spading, Nicholas Holmes, Lindsey Briggs, $50. Kevin Adler, Debbie Thomas. Gliders came full support.
Uncle, son, and artist.
I didn't see one black name on that GoFundMe neither.
Talented and energetic.
KARE 11 will continue digging into documents and asking questions, and we'll have the very latest information on this developing story on air and online at KARE11.com.
So there you have it, guys. There you have it. That was ridiculous, man. It is just sad. It's crazy that we are allowing this to continue to happen. Well, anyways, guys, you already know what it is, man. It is the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Senior relationship questions to the email. Oh, I'm doing it for the other channel. I'm tripping. Nah, but guys, we got the BGZM News 17 channel if you guys have not subscribed yet. Another thing that I did forget to say on my last live stream is that, guys, once this video ends, y'all gotta go comment under the video, like and comment under the video. But we do have the BGZM News 17 channel still rolling. So guys, make sure you go subscribe there. We have 273 subscribers. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by August, and I think we can do it. We just got to push. We just got to work. We just got to continue to glow up and spread the truth. But make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the BGZM News 17 channel. We got great work going on there and on Black Gen Z Mindset. Also, guys, get your merch. Get your merch. And I will be working on BGZM News 17 Pooh Shiesty mask as well, as per request of my loyal subscribers. So, guys, we got the merch, t-shirts, BGZM News 17 t-shirts. I think it comes in white, black, red, gray. So make sure you guys go and get that. Those are available as we speak. Very comfortable shirts. Very comfortable. And I'll start wearing them during my live streams as well, just to show you guys. But I think we pretty much got that covered, man. I think we pretty much got that covered. Like I said, if you guys do know Shorty's social media posts, maybe comment it or email me or something like that, or her social media page, because I definitely like to have a conversation and get her full side of the story. And just put some respect on her name. Maybe say, hey, maybe you need to file for a GoFundMe. And honestly, she could ask for more because she's the victim in this situation. So let's see if that GoFundMe is able to slide or not. But anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's the Black Gen Z mindset. Great story, great coverage on this channel. I think we did a comprehensive look on this, and we were pretty fair, honestly. I think we were fair. Especially to this woman who had been victimized by this super gremlin on Demon Time. So anyways, guys, we are going to go ahead and give it up to Jenquavius to take us away.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/BlackGenZMindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
that
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.